Drop everything. Seek shelter. Run for the hills. We have ourselves breaking news from the world of the Dynasty.
First of many, more than likely. We got ourselves our first official in-season trade to announce, Johnny, and it actually involves you.
That's right.
And actually, I guess that's completely inaccurate because Adrian Peterson would have been the first trade, right? So the second trade, but the first that we're talking about here on the podcast. Go ahead and tell us what happened.
So Ahmad Bradshaw's having a pretty good season, surprisingly, and I started getting interest from a couple of coaches, and it was kind of a bidding war, to be honest, between the two. I would get one offer from one guy, I would let the other guy know, can you better that? He would give me a better offer, I would go back, the other guy would give me a better offer. We've all done that dance before, and that's rather fun. But obviously, Brandon was the one he was the victor. And, my Bradshaw is packing his shit up and
get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he's no longer going to be a transgender Satanist.
Right, and Ryan Matthews is actually coming back over to your team. You're also getting a next round, 9th round pick, and you're giving up a 12th round pick. So definitely, obviously makes sense for you, makes sense for Brandon. Ryan Matthews is on the shelf right now, but he should be coming back in, a few weeks to a month or so. So
yeah, he should be coming back in a few weeks, so they say. And, hey, just for the league to know, if Ryan Matthews comes back when he's supposed to, and he comes back pretty strong,
Now, let's take a look into the future with next week's matchups.
all right, so as we head into week 4, we got our first slot of outer divisional matchups, which are always fun. We got ourselves the 0-3 Soglo going up against a team that rhymes with the Chittendale Swoopers. The 2-1 Peril is going up against the 1-2 VIP. 1-2 Brutal Deluxe is going up against the 0-3 Satanists. The 1-2 Hong Kong against 2-1 Loggers. 3-0 Senators up against the 1-2 Handy Quacks. And the 2-1 Newtons up against the 3-0 Bubba Gump Shrimp. John, I'll give you the floor here. Any opinions regarding a game of the week?
Senators are who did you say Senators are playing again?
Handy Quacks.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Yeah.
And then the Bubba Pig Newtons game. I'd say it's a toss-up between those two games. Those are big.
Yeah, kind of co-games of the week. I agree. The Senators Handies is big in the sense of is Will gonna really go to 4-0 and beat Handy Quacks, who's looks like he should be a good team, but he's got off to a rough start and finally got a win. And Handy Quacks kind of really needs to win these games now. And then obviously the Newtons Bubba Gump those two have a little rivalry going from last year, although they kind of shook and made up in the keeper selection show. But I think they still got a little something. I think they got something going. I do.
Who did Bubba say he's starting to hate now?
Didn't he say Jay Young, the nicest guy in the league?
That's his new guy to hate now.
Yeah. We'll see how that works out. Speaking of Bubba, let's hear some of his bold predictions.
Deluxe's point total this week will not exceed the number of bananas in Johnny C's house.
Get a notepad and pencil ready because it's time for another edition of Bubba's Bold Prediction.
Phil will beat Will in their 2 matchups by a combined score of 351 to 112.
What's up, Dynasty? This is your boy. I got 2 bold predictions this week. They're not that bold, but I still think they're a little bold. These are can't misses, though. Lock them up, shut them down. Number 1, John Costanza and the Transgender Satanists get their first win this week against Brutal Deluxe. And the Bubblegum Shrimp, myself, I'm betting myself, boys. I beat Phil by 50 plus this week. Later.
Wow. So we'll see if those come through, right? I mean, he thinks you're gonna get your first win. So
Let me say that I love both of those bold predictions. I think the first one is great because how fitting would it be? I mean, me and Brandon and I have a history, obviously from the Dynasty Bowl from a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That would be just great, and especially right after we make this trade, he's obviously going to play Bradshaw against me. He made knowing fantasy luck and how much of it's a 100% crapshoot. Ahmad Bradshaw is going to tear his ACL, and I don't know. Kaepernick's going to go off, and who knows? That'd be great if I beat him.
Yeah.
And then Bubba, beating Phil by 50. That's pretty funny. But I'd say, again, knowing the 100% crapshoot of fantasy, totally possible. And it sounds like he still has a little hatred for Phil, though.
I
Right?
think he does. And speaking of hatred, we are at that time now. I know this is going to probably get a grievance sent to the ethics department. So regarding what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do here for the interactive segment, the fucking bitch who I talked to, she's not a bitch, I take that. She was a very nice lady. I actually felt bad afterwards. You'll hear what happens. She claims that. Let me ask you, John. Is a snowman a Christmas? Is a snowman a Christmas decoration, like one of those?
Oh, God.
Big,
So let me guess. She pulled the whole well, snowman is more of a winter decoration. Oh, really? So you're just putting up decorations to celebrate winter because everyone needs a reminder that it's winter. Suck your own dick.
That's exactly what is about to happen. You guys will hear it. The second one is just as funny, if not funnier. The gentleman basically claims that I must be drugged and high. So
you're going. I haven't heard it yet, but I think you may be going to hell.
Well, you know what? Let's listen, and we will determine if I'm going to hell. Let's listen.
Yes.
Now, the Dynasty Podcast brings you an interactive and likely ridiculous segment, which borderlines on actual legit media. Buckle up your fucking seatbelts for the Dynasty Podcast interactive segment.
Hello?
Yes, is Mr. Paul or Mrs. Patricia Wheeler available?
Calling, please.
Yes, this is Commissioner Scooper calling from the Department of Local Scenery here at the Norwood Town Hall.
Okay.
Is this Mrs. Wheeler?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great. This is a courtesy call. My name is Commissioner Scooper, and again, I'm calling from the Department of Local Scenery here at the Norwood Town Hall. And it has actually been brought to our attention that you currently have Christmas lights and or decorations showing on the outside of your property. Is that correct?
We have snowmen. There's nothing related to Christmas.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Mrs. Wheeler. Do the snowmen have Christmas hats or scarves on them?
Christmas hats or scarves? Let me go look.
Okay now.
If you would consider a top hat, like a black Abraham Lincoln hat, a Christmas hat, then you might consider it like that. They're more winter hats and scarves.
Okay. Well, the reason that I've called and to ask you, Mrs.
Let me put you on speakerphone. Hold on.
Sure thing.
This is somebody at the town hall. Okay, can you hear us?
I can, yes, thank you now. The reason for my courtesy call here, Mrs. Wheeler, is because last year Senator William Q. DeYoung passed a local law stating that every citizen living in Norwood must have their decorations put away by February the 1st. However, you've stated that the snowmen that you have outside are not Christmas decorations. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let me. We had a monitor, a town monitor, just report that you may have Christmas decorations, and that was the reason for my call, because I wanted to inform you of this new policy and to ask your kind removal of the decoration. But since you're stating that it's not a Christmas decoration and that it in fact is just a simple winter or snowman decoration with an Abraham Lincoln top hat, then I will take this back to the board members, and we will ensure that you are not on the list of violators.
Okay, in your report, you might want to report that the Santa Clauses and reindeers and other Christmas stuff that were out there with the snowman originally have been removed, and they were removed the week after Christmas.
They have been removed. Okay,
Yeah.
okay now. Do any of the decorations that you have removed, do any of them have top hats?
You know what? We put up about 25 decorations. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to come in and check the reindeers and Santa Clauses and all that stuff out. You're welcome to do that.
Well, thank you for that. I will note that here, and if that is something that I am in need of, I will be sure to get in contact with you. Otherwise, Mr. And Mrs. Whaler, thank you for your time. I will ensure that you are not on the list of violators, and I apologize for the confusion. I think our official town representative must have mistaken the snowman as a Christmas decoration.
Okay, could I have your name again, too?
Yes, Commissioner Scooper.
Yep.
Scooper.
Okay.
And I will, you know what, I will follow up with you once we come to a conclusion, just for peace of mind. But you can assume that we will go ahead and, remove you from any type of violations.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you now.
Bye.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes, hello. Is Mr. Durant available?
this is Mr. Durant.
Hello, sir. My name is Commissioner Scooper, and this is a courtesy call, as I'm calling from the Department of Local Scenery here at the Norwood Town Hall. And it's been brought to our attention that you currently have some Christmas lights or decorations showing on the outside of your property. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, last year, Senator William Q. DeYoung passed a local law stating that every citizen living in Norwood must have their decorations put away by February the 1st.
That's good. I got a couple of weeks then.
You sure do, sir. Again, this is a courtesy call, so...
Wait a minute. You've got to be high. There's actually a town ordinance that by February 1st I have to have my Christmas decorations down.
Well, first of all, sir, I want to let you know I'm calling as a help. I'm a courtesy call.
No, I understand that. I'm just amazed that there's actually something on the books like that. That's amazing to me.
Right. Well, I do want to let you know you are going to receive this information in the mail, and you do have as you said, approximately 2 weeks to go ahead and remove your Christmas decorations. If Christmas decorations are seen after February the 1st, a town representative will be assigned to come and assist you in removing them. Yes, this law was... Is there...
Oh, wow. I had plans on doing it this weekend, and I do appreciate this call. That just, to me, is amazing, and so I will have them down by February 1st.
I appreciate that, sir. And is there any... particular, not to pry, but is there any particular reason why we still have those Christmas decorations out and about?
Because one, it's my property, and two, I like them.
Yes, and I'm sure they're delightful.
Yeah, they are. To me, I enjoy them very much.
Okay.
And several people still have them up, and you know what? I really don't see a reason with why, if someone wanted to leave an inflatable Santa Claus on his lawn 24/7, 365, why anyone would have a problem with that. Because, I'm not being a wise guy to you, dude. My property. Why can't I have anything else? What's next? I'm going to have to take my flag down?
Well, I can certainly see your point, and we can note that and bring that back to our officials.
You're going to be sending me this town ordinance?
Correct, yes, we will be.
That's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm dying to read that one.
You're welcome, Mr. Durant.
Okay.
Okay, take care
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was this week's Dynasty Podcast interactive segment.
All right, John. So what's the verdict? Am I going to hell?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you're going to hell.
Yeah. Well, does it matter? I want everyone to know, especially certain people out there and not in the league who are fans of the show, like our mom, that I call both of these people back immediately and let them know that was a hoax. It was a funny thing for a podcast. Do I have your approval to put this on our show? And they both laughed, got a kick out of it. So
all right. Well,
am I not going to hell anymore?
You were redeemed, and that's very nice of you that you did that. It's nice that they took that as they had a sense of humor about it. You're not going to hell, but you weren't going anyway because it doesn't exist.
Well, if I go to hell, I'm bringing the fucking Dynasty Championship trophy with me, obviously assuming I have never won it whenever that happens. So, anyway, this is going to wrap up the show. As always, thanks for everyone for listening, participating. Johnny C, I thought this went great. Thank you, of course, for co-hosting here. Let me ask you, where in the blue heavens can everyone get the most up-to-date, late-breaking Dynasty information?
Well, obviously, you'd have to follow the Riverdale Gazette Twitter page, the Twitter handle. I think that's what it's called.
Ding, ding, ding. That's right, motherfuckers. You can always get that information on the big Twitter page. And we're not going to have a show here next week. Myself, Coach Phil, and Brian are actually going to Kansas City to see the see the Monday Nighter, the Pats and the Chiefs. We're going to be back 2 weeks from now with our regular co-host, Bubba Palucha. And we're going to have our one-time only Call the Dynasty Podcast Team segment on that show. So get your questions ready. Wait for an email from one of us about some strict instructions on how you can participate. John, you always participate in that, which is great. I hope you will as well again. And we're hoping everyone will participate because, again, it's the one time we're doing it this year. This is Commissioner Scooper.
And this is Johnny C.
Good luck to everyone in week 4 and 5, and we're over and out.
Peace.
Stop everything. Seek shelter. Run for the hills.